review of Peking Garden lunch set. My family and I recently had the pleasure of trying the lunch set at Peking Garden, and it did not disappoint. The braised prawn with garlic and chili sauce was a highlight, perfectly cooked with just the right amount of kick. The barbecued Peking duck was another standout. The crispy skin and tender meat served with pancakes and accompaniments were simply delicious. To top it off, the caramelized banana fritters were an irresistible sweet indulgence that were stunningly presented. The lunch set offers great value, and the service was both attentive and efficient. If you're looking for a satisfying meal, Peking Garden is definitely worth a visit. The portion sizes are generous and just right, so there's no waste. You can trust the food quality at Maxim's, so you don't have to worry about getting a bad meal when dining with friends. The restaurant wasn't full on Wednesday, so we were able to be seated near the window. The table spacing was good, and there was no time limit on our meal. The service staff were attentive, and overall, the dining experience was satisfying. I would definitely come back if I have the chance in the future. The Peking duck skin was very oily and rich, and the meat was tender. Eating it on its own without the pancakes was even more of a pleasant surprise. The lotus leaf pancakes were separated by oiled paper, so they didn't stick together, and there was a small stove to keep them warm. These details show a lot of care. The final caramelized banana looked exquisite and was definitely a highlight. I also enjoyed the cold dish duo and the spring rolls. The price includes tea and a 10% service charge. Although you might be able to find cheaper options in Shenzhen, the price difference wouldn't be that much, and you'd have to waste time on transportation. Overall, this set menu is worth the money and worth supporting. The score isn't a perfect 5 stars only because of my personal principle that the lower the price, the better. Experience: the overall environment was good, and the price was reasonable. However, it seemed like all customers with set meal were seated on one side, and not allowed to sit in the main hall, which was a bit disappointing. Also, the serving speed was super fast, unlike the usual pace of dining where dishes are served one by one. The 5-person meal was said to include a roast goose, but the portion didn't feel like a whole goose. On the other hand, the neighboring 2-person meal, which was said to have half a goose, had a very generous portion. This made us feel a little pressured and slightly disappointed. It was a good decision to arrive a little early. I knew the restaurant was on the 3rd floor, but there were several entrances, and each led to a specific area, so it took some time to find my way. The restaurant had a great view and a wonderful atmosphere, and the staff were very accommodating, making for a lovely experience from start to finish. We had the Peking duck course, and every dish was delicious. The shrimp in the chili shrimp were very large and satisfying. The Peking duck came with meat still attached. The skin was crispy, and the meat was juicy and delicious. It was a bit disappointing that the crepes for wrapping were a little tough. We had half a Peking duck, and the 2 of us each had about 5 to 6 wraps. By the time we finished everything, including the banana dessert, we were completely full. It was a wonderful memory from our trip to Hong Kong. Thank you. The Klook set already included tea and service charge. The all-included price is a good deal. We only confirmed to purchase the set upon assurance by the restaurant manager. There will be 1 full duck for our table, 5 packs. Overall, the food is of good portion and good quality.